Good Monday morning. I feel like I need to start maybe these vlogs off with a little memo for you guys. It's Bank Holiday Monday. I'm still off from school. I still have 2 weeks, which is really nice. So I'm just going to see my friends because the weather is absolutely glorious. We're going to Hampstead Heath now because what better way to spend a glorious Bank Holiday Monday. It's meant to be great weather all week. And I think we get our crits for our documentaries back soon. So I think I need to organise some stuff with my film school friends to like watch all of those. And it's all quite fun to watch all the other terms as well. So yeah.
No, neither. I've never heard the name Miele before. Miele. What did you get?
An iced matcha latte.
An iced matcha latte.
Yeah.
I must say that looks prettier. Mila's wearing my dress. Are you enjoying my dress?
Absolutely.
Who wore it better?
Me, obviously. What kind of a question is that? Me.
I don't really shop in Hampstead. Oh no, not that time when you ran up those steps when we were going to the Montmartre. That was so annoying. Why are they running? Why?
Oh my goodness.
Aren't you a permanent life? We just got a very You love a good cottagecore aesthetic.
But he said it only once. It's not. What an entrance.
How much do you think this is worth?
15 million? Oh, I can't actually see.
How far up did you go?
I feel like how I've compacted. This is my OTD, and then I've been carrying things. You guys suck.
Ok.
Action.
Categoria della video.
You suck.
The problem is
Let's do it again. From the,
video.
no. From the top.
No, I know, but I have to say video installazione.
Video
It's a really-
installazione. Action. Oh no. It begins.
My eyes are gonna tear.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am ready, yeah.
Action.
Buonasera. You're not.
try and fold this. Here. No. Try and fold it so it makes it a little circle. No. An H.
Yeah.
You do it.
Whoa.
No! I did it! Do it again. Ooh! No. So close!
Oh! Ow! No!
We didn't have a risk assessment.
We did not have a risk assessment! Ah!
What is wrong with you? For future reference, if you have a reflector, hand at the bottom, hand at the top, twist in. You do it in one fluid motion. I've done it really badly. Hang on. We're having another Hampstead day. It's a bit cloudier than the other day, but it's still warm. It's very nice. I'm trying to get my curls right. My hair is wet. We've gelled it. Also in a completely different part of Hampstead today. We're like around the front of the Heath, where the other day, we were right around the back where Kenwood House is. I probably sound like a broken record to some of you, but the best way I can explain London is like it's lots of little villages with their like own identities that like grew together to one big city. Like that's the best way to try and understand London. I'm so sad that I didn't film that.
Even I was surprised. I was like, what?
There you go. It's in Seki. I'm a rapper now, might as well start living it.
I'm so glad. And John, I'm so glad you
Play Wonderwall!
Johnson.
Play Wonderwall!
Is it here? But I'm supposed to hold it.
Middle finger on the third
Oh,
little
yeah.
brother romance.
Pointer finger on the second
Bromance.
fret.
Like this?
Romance.
So remember, the other tricky thing about it, right? Middle, pointer, middle, pointer. Third fret, not fourth. Move everything up one fret.
Okay, here.
Yeah, and then this one as well. There we go. And this one also needs to be
Just
on.
get one that tastes like cinnamon. Awful.
How old are you?
I also want to climb the tree.
It's well easy.
Sid and John both
Just pull yourself up the first bit and the rest of it is like...
Given up?
What?
The death of long hair John. He's like...
Oh, that's not good. I'm almost done and I can't stop crying. Hello, I'm gonna go meet a friend of mine for another park walk. I actually saw something the other day about sunshine guilt, And I was like, I've been out every single day this week because I just can't. It's sunny, I have to go outside. That dude just looked at me. But anyway, me and my SPF 50 are living our best lives. I'm actually basically walking at the moment on my running routes. So this is Green Park. You go around Green Park, go around St James's Park, go around Hyde Park and then Kensington Gardens. That's like a good 15-kilometre loop, especially if when you get to St James's Park you cross the river and go all the way to Westminster. It's like a good 15 kilometres. Wow, you're all so illiterate. It's amazing. Do you want to say hi to the vlog?
Yes. Why are you all following her?
Because I'm amazing.
She's
No, this is the same energy as like, why are you friends with me? Same energy.
That's true.
You can't answer it, no one can.
So cute.
That one's you. The one that's like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Bye.
He's like, ah.
That's for a picture. Oh, you're taking a video with the dog. Okay. That's fair.
Can I meet your mom?
You can if you want to sleep.
There it is.
Nick.
Ooh, look at it's huge. Okay, show the vlog. Show the vlog. No, amazing. Should I grab your drink? This is mine. I thank you. Can we grab yours? Could you grab my phone as well? Thank you. 2. Got it. I am filming. So you see this building?
Right. This yellow building.
No, not the yellow one. This building.
Right.
This is the Royal Free. This is one of the buildings we could see yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It's right next to where the Overground is in Hampstead. This is Hampstead Heath.
Right.
Here. I think that's Parliament Hill actually. Then this is Highgate.
Right.
This is Highgate and there is the cemetery. Is that everything? Let's just leave the roof open. It's still hot. Yeah, it's still quite warm. Who's this?
Which one?
This one. Is this Beanie?
Yeah, this is Beanie.
Hello, Beanie. Come say hi.
I think I gave them cabbages.
Ooh, maybe we can learn that with that.
Yeah, it's
So one is called Amy, one is called Beamy, one is called C. Scared of the camera.
How stretchy he is.
Stupid little pig. Nope, that was an absolute no.
Can you see us?
Ooh. A little. Good little dude.
5 to 10 minutes, I should be.
I know, it's quite bad, isn't it? Gross. My hair is still drying, but it started to rain, so we'll see how it deals with the frizz. I saw my friend this morning for coffee. We went on a walk, like 6:45. I was like, okay, and then 12k run, which I ended up sacking off because it really hurt. My knee and my ankles do not like me right now. But yeah, I've actually got some makeup on. I've gone really digging the whole like hooded eyeliner sort of thing. I feel like that's gonna be one of my new staples. And then for blush here, it's blush. I'm not burnt. I'm wearing top like this today because I may have burnt the top of my boobs a tiny bit. It's the kind of thing where had I just got out of the sun like 20 minutes earlier, I would have been fine. It's a little bit burnt there. The weather is, my hair is. I'm going to brunch now. This is less than ideal. Oh, and yesterday, so my friend and I, Anna, she's directing next time, I'm production designing, so we managed to hash out a few floor plans, a few preliminary floor plans, which is very exciting. I'm building the set. I'm building and designing the set. If that wasn't evident, I'm building and designing it.
It's okay, it's good. Eat. Did you bite it?
Can I bite?
Yeah.
What did you say? What is it? No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. What is it meant to be?
It's supposed to be like a mango, this thing wrapped in, it's a sour candy. It's a candy.
That's not candy.
It's a candy.
It's not candy. It's not curry either, but it's not candy.
You eat it to sit nicely.
Angeline, what's in here?
First you so it's basically a deconstructed red velvet. So there's a red velvet cake with
Hi, are you scared? No, honey.
She's like, what the fuck is going on?
Julie is afraid of the cat.
We know. Come on, 2 for 2. Oh, what the fuck? No way! Oh, I've clearly had too much practice, but you know, here we are. I also just booked a lash lift, which I've never had before. Quite excited about that because my friends have had it done, so I'm like, silhouette, darling. So we're now going to go buy dinner. We spent the day walking around. What did we do? It was like an art festival thing.
It was the London Gallery weekend.
London Gallery weekend. So we went in lots of places we wouldn't usually go in and walked around places we don't normally go. It was great.
Oh.
Ooh. Very professional.
Thank you.
Just looks really good.
Someone's gonna get cross at me for that. Mum, we bought this the other day and she got really excited about it. They did a little bit of a different tune. It was definitely that.
Oh my goodness.
What? So it's like around the world theme. And I'm scared. And so it's around the world and we go around the world in 80 days themes and every
Oh no, I missed Camilla. Sorry.
Oh no.
Hello, it is actually Monday. I feel like I didn't speak to you at all this vlog. The last vlog when I went to edit it was like 2.5 hours long and this one was only 44 minutes. I did a different thing with my hair and I feel like I'm starting to make more significant bits of process progress with this process. I filmed a video earlier. I actually filmed it on the book that I thought I was going to speak to you about. I finished reading this week, 11 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I read it in 3 days. It's a 400-page book, so I read this very, very quickly. By the time this video goes up, you will have seen this video. If you haven't, I made a little book review on it. I always think with like contemporary books, I'm like, oh, have I missed the bandwagon? Can I still make a video about this? And I'm like, Emma, you speak about books that are like 3,000 years old. I think you can talk about a book that's 3 years old. And also this is content that people routinely search for, especially if the books are really good. Yeah, this book like wrecked me and I sobbed so much at the end of it. Despite the fact that I don't think it's well written. If you want to know what the fuck I'm talking about and why that is, go watch this. It's full of spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, don't watch it. I can't do these kind of videos without spoilers because I don't know how to talk about a book without talking about it, you know? And happy Pride, of course, happy Pride. It's funny, every year when you watch all those big corporations change all their logos to like rainbows, it's like, this is the only thing that you do all year. But as a recap, I think this was one of these weeks that, you know, I spent it with my friends and I just had a lovely, lovely time because the weather was so good. So it was like a bit of sun guilt, like I said, like I'm like, oh, it's sunny, I have to go outside. But then also, trick yourself by going, you know what, Emma, if you don't go outside in the sunlight, it's better for your skin. Because yeah, when I see people, that means I hang out less with me. When I hang out less with me, I technically hang out less with you. But this really did sort of feel like my time off between terms. God, I'm halfway through my degree now. Never really ends because even during lockdown we were like writing and stuff and I was hanging out. We were having like Zoom sessions with some of my friends. We were like sending each other scripts we'd written and like analysing them and like giving back critique and feedback and all that kind of stuff. And it's also terrifying sending scripts to like your friends, especially your creative friends, because they won't bullshit you. Like they'll tell you if it's good and they'll tell you if it's bad because they care and they want to help you make it better. It's terrifying. So in that sense, yeah, school never really ends. Nice to know that the hours of playing Sims are gonna finally pay off. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it so much, but it's gonna be a lot of work. Oh gosh, I don't know what else I have to say to you very much because I just finished a therapy session earlier, so... And I filmed a video. It's funny, we've been floating the idea of stopping therapy for like a little while now, and like my therapist seems very okay with it. Like she seems fine with it, which is nice, almost like a validation of like, they think you're doing good, and like a gold star. I don't know how many of you, and I bet you there's lots of you, are dealing with the whole former gifted kid, now burnt out adult with the need for praise. But I think one of the main things I can tell you from this week, and I banged on about it in my video, is, you know, invest in your friendships. Invest in your friendships, because especially when you're teens and like your early 20s and stuff, like these are the more important relationships. Very, very likely together outlive each other's spouses, so make sure you don't burn all your bridges and just keep your friends close. And you know, I'll admit this right at the end of the vlog. Every Monday I'm like, okay Emma, get your shit together and sort out somehow a date for this weekend. And I've done this maybe 3 or 4 weeks in a row now, and every single time I get to the weekend and I'm like, whoops. I just keep making plans with my friends instead of trying to look for any kind of partner in any way. And honestly, I'm not mad about being at this point. So much rather spend an evening with a good friend instead of spending an evening with some random person that I may or may not like. Yeah, can we done with the discourse of the whole like learning to love being single, as if like being in a relationship is the only other setting. Being single is the default state anyway. Why we need to learn to love being single? It's such a patronizing narrative. God, and especially the way it's imposed on women. It's like you're only worth anything if you're in a relationship. So in other words, you're only worth anything if someone else clearly wants you, whether that's sexually or in a relationship, or as somebody to be the mother of their child, like that. I also luckily think that's more of a like 2000s narrative, maybe, that, you know, was pushed in those like, yeah, films from like the 90s and the 2000s, which then is obviously what I consumed as a child and early teen, so I internalised that. So I'm still dealing with the millennial repercussions of that, which is why in many ways I feel like I identify more with millennial culture than Gen Z culture, but I'm firmly in that zillennial camp. It's a very weird micro-generation, but it is so real. I think it's also to do with the pacing at which that we grew up with, like, technology and stuff. Social media, it kind of grew up with us perfectly, so we were never, like, that old to try and learn to get to grips with it, because it, like, evolved at the same rate that we did. I still grew up with cassette players and VHS and stuff. Weird digression, I don't know how I got here. I have no idea how I got here, but here we are. Now I'm reading, I didn't speak about it, now I'm reading John Cleland, Fanny Hill, and I was so surprised. The beginning of this is just an index of, what was it? A chronological list of French erotic fiction published between 1700 and 1748. I mean, thank you. 5 the things I didn't know I needed. I really want to read that, like, what's it called? Like, the L'École de Venus or something, like the School of Venus. Quite like to read that one, that's quite a famous one. But yes, I'm reading this now. I spend a lot of my time reading about women, sex and power. Marriage and pleasure as well are really interesting things. I talked a lot about marriage in my video on Evelyn Hugo. I think it's a really interesting take on the concept of marriage and what it means to have a successful or a failed relationship. I also am excited to read this in terms of how it compares to Sard. Many of you all know I find Sard fascinating. Yeah, especially because this is now in pursuit of pleasure and is pursuit of a woman's pleasure. Which is still a concept that even now socially we seem to grapple with a lot. The idea that women have sex because they like it. Just some thoughts, just some thoughts. I've read exactly 1 page of this. I blasted it. This is my stack of books and my Evelyn Hugo's at the top, and I just like blasted through that. And then as I have read a total of 1 page. I made a to-do list today on my phone that was extensive, and I put everything on it, so I would do the things on my to-do list, and one of them now is read now or before bed. Other things on my to-do list were things like shower and make sure you eat the salad in the fridge. But there we are. This was such a nice week, and it was just very chill and low-key, and apart from yesterday, there was an event on that basically opened a lot of commercial galleries to the public. There were a lot of commercial galleries around Mayfair and St James's, so we had a really lovely wander around there. It's right next to the Royal Academy, the RA. I recommend if you've never been in there. It's lovely, but it just meant that we got to go to a lot of galleries, and we were talking about it. We get to go to a lot of buildings and spaces that we wouldn't necessarily usually not have access to, but we wouldn't necessarily walk in there. It was nice. And like also May, for instance, James's, they're both very weirdly quiet areas, but they're areas that you're only ever there when you need. In my opinion, they're only areas that you're only there if you need to be there, and there's very few like touristy things to do. So I really enjoyed that, and a lot of the other people that we ran into these galleries, they were also just like women our age. So we're like, well, the advertising for this clearly reached its target audience. But yes, as ever, thank you very, very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.
You skip.
Call me by Sydney.